covering every county. This is your statewide newscast, Arkansas Today.
Good afternoon, and thanks for watching Arkansas Today on this Wednesday. I'm Mallory Brooks. A South Arkansas couple has been charged with capital murder after an 11-year-old boy was found dead over the weekend. The suspects are the child's mother and stepfather, Mary and David Black. The two were in court Tuesday. The prosecutor read an affidavit out loud detailing what investigators believe was 2 days of beatings that ultimately led to 11-year-old Joseph Caruso's death. Joseph was found unconscious at a trailer home Sunday. He died on the way to the hospital. Here's what his mom and accused killer told us as she left the courtroom.
Mrs. Black, did you kill your son?
No, I did not. And that's all I want to say about it.
What happened this weekend?
No comment.
Did you and David beat him? Do you have anything to say about what happened this weekend?
No, I don't. Nobody else needs to know about it. It's our business in the courts, nobody else's.
How did the boy die?
David beat him.
Saturday and Sunday?
According to Arkansas State Police, 2 other children in the home were taken into DHS custody. David is being housed at the Lincoln County Jail. Mary remains behind bars in DeWitt. Medical marijuana is one step closer to being sold in Bentonville as one dispensary moves as fast as it can to open. Kelly O'Neill got a first look at the renovated dispensary and explains what you can expect this summer.
Going as fast as we can.
The sign outside reads Walton Boulevard Wine and Spirits, but inside, it's being transformed into Arkansas Medicinal Source Patient Center, which will otherwise be known as The Source after paperwork is finalized. Fayetteville attorney Eric Danielson is one of its owners.
We got our building permit or remodel permit from the city at the end of last week and started the remodel first thing Monday morning.
The first phase of renovation will complete the retail area.
This is the area that's being framed in right now will be where the patients will walk in and wait to be buzzed into the retail space.
The second phase will come a little later.
And then when you go into this portion of the building, this will be dedicated to our in-house cultivation program that we'll bring online at a later date. We didn't want to delay the ability to get a remodel permit, so we just decided to put that on hold. We'll have to submit a second permit to the city to build that out.
In the 2 weeks that jobs were posted for this dispensary, Danielson says they've received over 850 applications.
It's really been interesting how far people have gone to try to chase down information about either jobs or when we get open.
Among the team tackling the large project is architect Bradley Edwards.
One of the challenges for any dispensary is security, and so the things that we normally do for buildings, there's extra levels of things like where they have to accommodate cameras, checks.
Once it's finished,
it's going to be something that I think the city will be proud of as a building.
We really look forward to doing it right and showing that it can be done right, it can be done well, and that the sky's not going to fall once we get open.
The dispensary is expected to open in late July or early August.
And the state's newest medical marijuana dispensary is approved to open in Clinton. Arkansas Natural Products says their opening day will be Thursday at 10 a.m. It will be the state's 3rd dispensary to open since the state legalized medical marijuana. The only 2 dispensaries currently open are both in Hot Springs. The Medical Marijuana Commission says they sold over 200 pounds of medical marijuana in just over a month. A church is under fire after complaints of loud music. Farmington police cited senior pastor Shannon Odell of Brand New Church for disorderly conduct, a Class C felony. According to the reports, Odell was cited on May 26th and then again on June 2nd after neighbors complained of loud music. The city of Farmington doesn't have a noise ordinance, so police cited Odell with disorderly conduct. Odell has installed equipment to dampen the sound, but neighbors say it's still not enough. Captain Mike Wilbanks with the Farmington Police Department said it's done its due diligence with the complaints and is working with both sides. 2 of the city's golf courses in Little Rock are being closed down. Mayor Frank Scott Jr. accepted a recommendation to cease golf operations at War Memorial and Hyndman Parks. It's part of a broader push to cut the city's budget. Several people have pushed back against the plans to close these 2 golf courses. At Tuesday night's board meeting, Little Rock's Park and Recreation Director explained that decision.
Was given the task of providing a recommendation about which 2 golf courses to repurpose, I would counter with my recommendation for which 2 areas have the most opportunity for revitalization. And these courses would be Hyman and War Memorial Golf Course.
Eckhart also says in 2018, Hyman Golf Course averaged 28 golfers a day, while War Memorial brought in 32. Entrepreneurs and business owners getting a chance to see their products on the shelves of the nation's largest retailer. Walmart's 6th annual Open Call event is being held on Tuesday and today at its headquarters in Bentonville. People get to pitch their products to buyers. Walmart Senior Buying Manager Keena Thomas explains what Open Call is all about.
Open Call is made in USA. We have over 500 companies that will come here, and they will be across 48 different states. It's all a part of our initiative to grow USA jobs.
People can secure deals to have their products in a handful of stores or thousands of